Okay, we just received our first shipment from HelloFresh ever. We got the 3-day classic box. I'm gonna wait to open it until Dana gets home. So for now, I'm just kind of showing the condition in which it came in. It says I'm part box, part fridge because this is a refrigerator, kind of like cooler bag inside here. I'm gonna put it in my attached garage because right now it is nice and sunny outside, but it's about 20 degrees. So in the garage, it should be plenty cold enough to keep this safe until Dana gets home in a couple hours so we can unbox it together. Okay, Dana is home, so we're gonna.
I am home.
We're about to actually go to the dog park to play outside with Oberon because it's really sunny and nice today. It's still cold, like I said earlier, but it's sunny. You can see. Look it, I'm blown out of my face. Anyway, I'm gonna grab the HelloFresh box. We're gonna open that up and just show what's in it, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and then we will be cooking in this video all 3 meals. It'll be a compilation from 3 dinners, so you'll see us review and show the process quickly, kind of what to expect if you're a first-time HelloFresh customer like we are. I have the box. I have the weapon.
It's the first nice day.
Beyond itching for it.
So maybe we'll get some shots of vegans later.
So right when we open the box, this is what is on top. So there's no shortage of discounts for HelloFresh. What we did was actually use a discount code from a YouTuber, a larger channel, which gave me a huge discount. And then I also got a gift card. It's more of a coupon, I guess, a promo code. It was like $50 off your first 2 orders. So I typed it in addition to my discount. And we got 3 meals that we handpicked for $24.36 before shipping, which was then waived because I had a coupon code for free shipping from my Honey plugin. I'll link Honey down below. It's phenomenal. I save a lot of money with online shopping, but today's video is not about Honey, it's about HelloFresh. First thing I opened up, there is a little card that has more discount stuff on it. Then it has a discount for another company, The Grove. I've never heard of them before. Okay, so then the next thing that I'm seeing is the meals that I selected, which I'm glad that they're right on top because I kind of forgot what I selected. Inside the box is a cooler package. So this cooler package should have all of our stuff in it, which is going to be already pre-measured, pre-cleaned. Everything should be in here. Your protein, everything, literally everything you need for the recipe. You should not need to have any of your own ingredients or spices or anything. And they're organized by meal. So that is the unboxing portion of this video. The first one is Mediterranean salmon. Look at babe, I got salmon.
Oh, cool. And
then it gives me all the steps right here, which you will see in a moment when we're cooking it. So, I'm gonna get the stuff out of the fridge, as it only is going to take 20 minutes to cook. I'm not sure if they're trying to say that your prep time as well as your cook time is gonna take that long, but we will see, I guess. Right now it is 6:47 p.m. and I guess I will time it to see how accurate that is. I don't know. There is the salmon. And there's the bag for that recipe. That is all we need for that recipe.
This bag and this stuff?
That salmon and that bag. I want to actually see what's in my bag. I wonder if the butter will already be in the bag. So, I have green beans, farm fresh dill, a lemon, Daisy brand sour cream, some couscous, za'atar spice, sesame symphony, 1 teaspoon. Step 1 is prep. Bring 3/4 cup water and 1 tablespoon of butter to a boil in a small pot. Wash and dry all produce. Pick fronds from dill. Only chop a few fronds until you have 1 tablespoon chopped dill. That's just this. You're just gonna rinse it out. Okay. And then the dill, you're gonna remove the fronds of the dill.
What's a frond? Yes.
We got washed green beans right here. Now we received this yesterday and we ordered this 1 week from yesterday ago. So we ordered it on the 1st. We received it on the 8th. And some of the dill is not good. But when you buy dill at the store, it also comes that way where you can't guarantee every piece of dill is going to be still good. So I'm not really mad about it. I'm just kind of pointing it out.
Smells good.
Yeah, well, I love dill. From a review standpoint. All right, Dana is chopping right now.
I'm de-stemming. And
I need to zest the lemon.
Woohoo!
It's a really cute little tiny lemon too. Like, could it be cuter? I don't think so.
No, it's a nice lemon. Do we have a zester?
We don't have like a legitimate zester. I have this guy, and that works. I'm using a miniature strainer.
Smells good. I have finally chopped.
You're what?
I finally chopped.
As you saw from the contents I emptied out of the bag, the butter that we require to cook, we do not have. So I will be grabbing my own butter, which I'm okay with, but good to know. Pure Blends avocado oil plant-based butter. The salt and pepper is also not included, which again is not a big deal because I use Montreal steak seasoning and a little bit of garlic. Originally I went into this thinking that I wanted to do it exactly as the recipe says, because I thought that everything was in here. I thought the butter would probably be in here. I thought the salt and pepper would be in here. Dana's over here doing his fancy stuff to make this sauce. The couscous smells amazing. It was done much quicker than I expected it to be. So that's already finished and off heat like it says. Salmon is skin side down. I've put a little bit of garlic, but have parsley mixed in with it, as well as a tiny bit of Montreal steak seasoning. Dana's sauce is done. And then we have green beans in the microwave because we didn't read that step and apparently it was supposed to stay in the bag. I thought that I would be sauteing it, so I had Dana take it out of the bag.
It did say wash and dry the vegetables.
Yeah, so.
I mean, you know.
Okay, here's the reveal. Go ahead and move that card. So it's not quite as fancy as the one, but I think it looks pretty similar and pretty close. I think I did a good job replicating it.
I think you did.
It looks good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one that we have is garlic herb tortellini with roasted tomato and zucchini. So you'll see that when we start cooking it. Okay, so today we are making the garlic herb tortellini with roasted tomato and zucchini. Dana is on his way home right now, so he's not here, so I'm gonna start it right now. Say hi to them.
Hello.
Okay, so first step, I already got everything out. I have the cutting board out. It says to have a small bowl, a baking sheet, small pan, and a medium-sized pan. So now I'm gonna grab the ingredients out of the fridge. Yeah, these two guys here. I'm gonna make a side dish with this meal because I like having garlic bread with pasta. I need the oven to be on at 450 for the veggies anyway. Okay, so adjust the rack to top position and preheat the oven at 450. Bring a medium pot of salted water to a boil. Cucumber, tomato, garlic cloves, shallot, chili flakes, panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, and Italian seasoning, the cheese tortellini. Toss zucchini and tomato on a baking sheet. Drizzle olive oil, salt, and pepper. Roast until brown and tender for 15 to 20 minutes. And tomatoes. I will do a little bit of my garlic powder, which has parsley in it, and then I will do Montreal steak seasoning. Meanwhile, in a small microwave-safe bowl, here's my bowl. Take 2 tablespoons of butter until soft, about 10 seconds. Stir in garlic and 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. They sent more, so it says to measure it out. The butter and all of my minced garlic. I'm just gonna eyeball 1 tablespoon because I don't feel like, or 1 teaspoon, because I don't really feel like, you know, measuring it. Okay, so there's my butter mixture. Toast panko and cook pasta. Melt 1 tablespoon of butter in a small pan. Add panko and cook Cook, stirring until toasted, 3 to 4 minutes. Turn off heat. Season with salt and pepper. Once water is boiling, add tortellini to pot. Cook until al dente, 3 to 4 minutes. Scoop out 1/2 cup pasta water, then drain. Heat a drizzled olive oil in a pot. In pot used to cook pasta over medium heat, add shallot and cook stirring until softened. Add garlic herb butter, cook melted, blah, blah, blah. Those over here. I got that there. Perfect.
Hey, good evening. I just got home and I had a long day at work. And Eileen has been busy in the kitchen. House smells amazing. For some reason I smell like super rosemary.
Yeah, Italian. I have Italian spices.
Like spices.
And then I just made like it's kind of like cowboy butter. And then you throw that mixture in with the pasta with some pasta water. And then I did the shallots separate because you don't like them. And then this is toasted panko, which I top the dish with it. So what I'm gonna do, which deviates a little bit from the instruction, is just that it says to top it with the panko and the cheese and the flakes. So I'm just gonna add all of mine together in a bowl so it's easier for me to top it.
Last night's dinner was fantastic. Tasted delicious. So I'm anxious to see what this one tastes like. This is all HelloFresh again, right?
Yes.
Right. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm glad that there's garlic bread. That makes me happy. Give me the ball, O'Brien.
Bon appetit. Same thing as yesterday. We're going to try it and then we will come back and let you guys know out of 5 what we rate it. Yesterday's meal, I don't know if we actually told the camera. It was 4 out of 5. We're going to see what we think about this one. Portion wise, this one is smaller. At least it seems that way. But when I make tortellini like this, I think it's about the same amount. Because I buy those packages like that. And then also it's higher calorie because it's a cheese / carb / pasta dish. So they try to keep it around a certain calorie amount for the classic meals, which tends to be around the 700 calorie mark per serving. This one's 730, I think, for the serving. And then I have garlic bread, which brings another 180 into the mix. So probably no dessert tonight. I would recommend adding garlic bread or a small salad to this, because the portion is kind of small. I feel like I probably put too much panko on this because I still have a whole bowl of it. The roasted vegetables are really, really good though. I really like them being on top of the pasta like this. And it's definitely not a heavy dish even though it's a cheese and pasta dish.
I think it's kind of boring.
That's what I think too.
Yeah. I feel bad saying that because you cooked it, but
well, yeah, but it's not very rough.
The lack of sauce makes it not very good to me. Mm-hmm. It's too spicy. The portion's too small, and it's just kind of blah.
A 3 is kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it, leaning towards leaving it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make this one again.
Correct.
And I love tortellini. I love the veggies. This has all the elements to be a really good dish, but not having the sauce and having a little bit of a kick to it. I like it because I like spicy things, but oh, I have my onions. I didn't have my onions in my dish either. I have to add onions.
All right.
It won't change my opinion, but I love onions. We'll see you in the next recipe in just a few moments. And then we have maple and rosemary glazed pork cutlets with couscous and creamy apple salad. That sounds really good. Maple and rosemary glazed pork cutlets. And that's what we're working on right now. So I already have the pork cutlets right here. I think there are 4 of them. There's basically just 4 little thin ones. And then in the box we should have chicken stock concentrate and apple, couscous, rosemary, maple syrup, spring lettuce mix, white wine vinegar, scallions, and mayonnaise. And then, like the other ones, we do have to bust out a few things. So I will do a quick montage of those steps, I suppose. And we'll see you at the end for our impressions out of 5. And then we will tell you our overall impressions of HelloFresh. Okay, so the only thing that I'm going to point out is that the veggie mix is not in good shape. It has gone bad. There's a lot of pieces that are nasty at the bottom. We've literally had HelloFresh for 3 consecutive meals, but as you can see, if it's focused, a lot of the lettuce is not fresh. So I probably will not be using the HelloFresh greens, and I will be using my own spring mix. I have a big one anyway.
You doing? Is that enough, you think?
Ooh, it smells good. The reduction glaze that I'm making right now, yes, honey, smells so good. It's like maple syrup, vinegar, and then like a chicken flavor, like basically bouillon concentrate in the same pan that I put the...
I can smell it.
It smells so good.
So the salad looks great, which is what I contributed to this meal, but...
You chopped as well.
I chopped, but I'm
You
going
chopped
to
so many
add
things.
some walnuts, raw walnuts to the mixture because I like this type of salad to have like
Walnuts, or like
walnut
grapes
pecans
usually.
or raisins or
Yeah,
cranberries
I
I've
agree.
had.
I agree.
Unfortunately, I don't have those things, so I'm throwing some walnuts in. We do have marshmallows, but let's not get weird.
All right, let's see if it looks close to the plating. I think it looks pretty damn close.
That's
We
pretty
have
good.
more lettuce because, like I said, we used our own lettuce. Luckily, we have exact same blend. And
Ooh, it's the most calories yet.
is it 790?
790. I'm excited about my caloric intake.
You are, huh? All right, so we're gonna dig in, and then we will let you guys know what we think about it, and then overall what we think about HelloFresh. Okay, I think this is the first clip where we both cleared our plates before giving.
Right.
Yeah, because usually we did like one bite and then we told them how we felt. What did you think of this meal? Starting with the salad.
The salad was amazing.
Incredible.
The salad was my favorite part of the meal.
What I
Anyway,
think was really
good.
cool is I never have thought of making a dressing out of vinegar and mayonnaise before. Never. I've never crossed my mind, not even once. So that was really cool. I would totally make that again on my own.
The couscous was great. When you're having a dish that has a nice demi-glaze on it, it helps seep in some of the flavors and it kind of coats the couscous and it gives it more of the good flavors that you're getting from the main attraction. The meat, I thought the meat was a little bit dry. It had excellent flavor, but pork generally is a little bit dry if you get a thinner slice, so...
So I give this meal a 5 out of 5. Although I do like salmon more than I like pork. The portion is the reason we gave us the salmon a 4 out of 5. Because this portion was spot on, I gotta give it a 5. They had you put elements of the herbs in all 3 of the portions, which was nice. And then also, I think the flavor profile, this is like the best recipe that they gave us, other than the salmon one. Because you had a good blend of different textures, crunches, and then you had like the different texture from the couscous, and then you had the velvety texture of the meat. It was a little bit dry because it's a thin cut, and they told you to use 2 to 3 minutes on per side. I would not cook it that long because they have you cooking it, removing it to put it into a plate, and then putting it back in for the demi-glaze. So you're actually cooking it much more than 2 to 3 minutes in total per side because you're cooking it and then adding it back to the pan.
The only other thing I want to add is, besides everything being married together, I was cool, like you said, if I was making a dressing. I never thought about making a dressing.
I like that they gave like a little bottle of like vinegar too. That little bottle was so cute.
Everything came from an ingredient. Everything blended together, and there were pieces and parts of everything mixed together.
I was more excited about doing HelloFresh than Dana was. So I want you to say, like, after the experience, we had our entire week worth of meals, or our 3 days worth of meals in this first box. You know how much we paid. I'm going to do a comparison. You'll see that in a few minutes, of how much it would have costed if I bought it from the store, and how much we paid, and how much we would have paid if we didn't have promo codes. So I'm going to have 3 different prices. I'll show a little grid. But would you do this again? How do you feel about it? And how did you feel about it before? Because I don't think you told the camera.
No, I didn't want to do this before. I didn't want to do this at all before. And the reason I didn't want to do it is portion control. Plain and simple. I just didn't. It's portion control, and I don't like that idea. The first meal, the salmon, I thought it wasn't very much food. It's the 3 meals we had. Every one was under 800 calories. I don't know about you, but if I make a meal myself, like, it's going to be more than 800 calories. calories. It just
well, a lot of that weighs in the portion as well, but typically, yeah. I mean, I don't calorie count for us, and I don't measure things necessarily.
And if you eat like today, I had a salad for lunch and a banana for breakfast. So I had a banana for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and I came home and had an 800 calorie meal with a glass of grape juice. I really probably was well under 1,500 calories today. As far as losing weight and eating healthy, I think it's great. I would do it again, and I would do it again for only about the 3 meals like we did. I think it's a good substitute for a couple of meals in your grocery shopping list.
It's also a good way to just like I was mentioning, I love cooking. You guys have seen us cook so many different recipes. I pride myself on my skills in the kitchen, and there's a couple of things I learned from doing these recipes a little bit differently. Could I have found them on Pinterest? Yeah, but would I have gravitated towards them or did it exactly the way? No. But I was trying to abide to the subscription box and do it kind of the way the recipe states, because the measurements they gave me for the elements for each recipe were specific to how it's meant to be cooked. So you really shouldn't deviate much from it. I did add things here or there. You have certain liberties, which is nice, to make it more your own. But I really loved learning a few things like the demi-glaze, the way that that is constructed. I've never made a demi-glaze exactly like that. I would totally do something like that again, as well as the dressing today. And the dill sauce on the salmon. I've never made like a sauce to dip over salmon. That was really interesting. But we would definitely do it again. I think it was overall a very great experience. I know that we're reviewing the recipes themselves, which I think is part of this. You want to know that it's a good value, that it's truly convenient, that it's actually fresh, that it's a good portion, and that the meals you're choosing taste good. I think those are the criteria for whether or not this is the right thing for you to do, maybe to implement in your family. I think if we had young children, this would be a lifesaver. Having, like, dealing with jobs and young children, having a box subscription like this, because I think you can do up to 6 people. They do portions, and they have different.
I was going to ask that.
They have different settings.
Like a dinner party or?
Yes, you have different portions based on the people eating, so you can put down different like restrictions or allergies or diet constraints, anything that you have, and it'll kind of like help you navigate the website in a way that helps you select meals that abide to those criteria.
Can we have dessert?
Maybe.
There goes my diet.
Probably you saw us cook all the meals in between when I transitioned. I tried to like put the cards in front to transition, so hopefully you thought that was cool. But thank you for joining us for this video. If I don't use this outro, I'll probably just film another outro when we're still cooking or something, right? All right, bye! So there you have it, a completely in-depth, honest review of HelloFresh. Please check the description box down below if you'd like some links or some promo codes if this was interesting for you. Otherwise, watch more of our videos here and subscribe to us right here. Cheers!